Assalamualaikum. Good day to our lecturer, Dr. Dina, and to everyone. We are Group Q, and today we are proud to present our research proposal, Digital Forensic and Incident Response, DFIR, focusedly on the development of an AI chain forensic framework for automated triage and immutable chain of custody. So, before we unpack the technical mechanism of our system, let me introduce the team members behind this research. So, first of all, my name is Uzai, and working alongside me is Najmi, Muhammad Lukman, and also Nurin Farah. To explain how this real-world challenge map to our core problem statement, research aim, and strategy objective, I will now hand to my friend Najmi. Najmi, please take it away.
Okay, thank you, Zai. My name is Najmi Minasuddin. If we look at the threat landscape over the past decade, it has fundamentally changed. The rapid expansion of cloud computing, IoT devices, and complex networks has created a massive explosion of digital data. For digital forensics and incident response, DFIR teams, manually sifting through this data to find evidence is now practically impossible. Furthermore, as data moves across these decentralized networks, maintaining a secure, legally sound chain of custody is becoming increasingly difficult. Next slide. This brings us to the two core problem statements of our research. First, the triage bottleneck. Investigators are overwhelmed by data and high false positive alerts, meaning critical, time-sensitive evidence is often delayed or missed. Second, chain of custody failures. Current manual centralized logging systems are vulnerable to tampering, which frequently result in evidence being thrown out of court because its integrity cannot be guaranteed. Next slide. To solve this, we are proposing the ACFF. The framework combines two powerful technologies, human-centric AI, which acts as an intelligent automated filter to triage evidence and drastically reduce false positive, and a where federated blockchain, which creates an immutable tamper-proof ledger to track every piece of evidence from collection to the courtroom. Next slide. Our primary aim is to design, develop, and evaluate this integrated prototype. The objectives follow a clear path. First, analyze the current gaps in AI and blockchain DFIR integration. Second, build the SCFI prototype tailored for cloud and IoT environments. And third, rigorously evaluate its performance against industry benchmarks for speed, accuracy, and legal compliance. Next slide. Ultimately, this research is designed for security operations centers and legal professionals. By testing this in simulated modern network environments, this study will provide a highly significant practical solution that only speeds up cyber investigations but ensures the evidence holds up under strict legal security. That's all for me. Now I will pass to Uzai back.
That's good, Najmi. Thank you, Najmi. Now that we have established our research aim and scope, we need to look at the extensive literature that ground our technical approach. So next, I will hand to my friend Nurin for literature review and analysis. Nurin, please proceed.
Thank you, Uzai. So my name is Nur Farhabita Asma. So I will continue to present about chapter 2 literature review for our research on the AI chain, forensic framework, or ACFF for the FIR evidence collection. So we reviewed 22 peer-reviewed papers published between 2022 and 2026. From these papers, we identified four main tips. First, there is AI and machine learning in the FIR. Second, blockchain for chain of custody. Third, automation of incident response. And fourth, integration gaps and research opportunities. So next slide. So team 1 focuses on AI and machine learning in the FIR evidence collection. Key findings from the literature show that AI improves evidence trial speed and accuracy. Human-centered AI, or HI, reduces manual work for investigators. However, there are challenges. The AI model can produce false positive, and their performance depends heavily on the quality of training data. The key papers in this team include Symbol Topoulos from 2024, Onyenauchia from 2026, Lee and Liu from 2023, and DFIR from 2025. So next slide. Team 2 covers blockchain and for chain of custody. Blockchain provides tamper-proof storage for digital evidence. The ABSafe framework proposed by Jenny and Twin in 2025 shows strong evidence integrity assurance. However, scalability remains a major challenge due to blockchain overhead. Other key papers including Kardashev from 2025 and Kebande from 2025. So next slide. Team 3 is about automation of incident response. DFIR chain, developed by Karner in 2025, automates memory forensics using large language model. DFIS, proposed by UK in 2024, enable cloud-based evidence collection. The main challenges are computational overhead and false positive that still require human intervention. So next slide. Team 4 reveals the most critical gap in the literature. After reviewing all 22 papers, we found that no existing framework combines AI-based triad with blockchain-based based chain of custody. The papers by Casino in 2022, Piayura in 2023, and Gupta in 2025 all lacks integration. All confirm that DFIR research is fragmented and lacks integration. This gap directly justifies our proposed ACFF framework. So, next slide. Here is summary table of all the key papers. We have 4 papers on AI and machine learning, 3 papers on blockchain, 3 papers on automation, and 3 papers on integration depth. The remaining papers cover cloud and IoT forensic challenges. Next slide. Go to the next slide. So based on this literature review, we identified 5 research gaps. First, the integration gap. No AI plus blockchain framework exists. Second, the automation bottleneck. High false positive rate still require human help. Third, the chain of custody deficit. Centralized logging is vulnerable to tampering. And fourth, the privacy security conflict. And fifth, scalability concern with blockchain overhead. So next slide. In conclusion, our literature review reveals that while AI and blockchain technologies have individually shown great potential for DFIR evidence collection, no existing framework combine these 2 capabilities into a single operational solution. This gap directly justifies our proposed AI chain forensic framework or ACFF, which uniquely combines high-enabled automated triage with federated blockchain-based chain of custody management. So next slide. So what can I summarize from my part is there's 22 peer-reviewed studies from 2022 until 2026. So the theme is AI, machine learning, blockchain, automation, integration games. So our main finding is no integrated AI blockchain DFIR framework exists. The key gap is automation bottleneck, chain of custody deficits, and last one is proposed solution is using AICFF. There is AI chain forensic framework. So that's all from me. So I will pass to my teammates, Zai.
So thank you, Nurin. With our systematic literature matrix complete and the core gaps fully identified, we have a clear blueprint for engineering our solution. So I will now hand over to my friend Lukman to present our chapter 3, detailing on our research methodology, system architecture, and project timeline. So Lukman, please carry on.
Okay, for chapter 3, the research methodology, let me give introduction of the research methodology. This chapter is to explain research methodology or the way of our research works for the purpose SCFF, data collection procedure, process of framework that we are going to build, and purpose timeline, expected outcome with summary. The research methodology that the proposed SCFF will use is waterfall diagram. This is the diagram, the architecture diagram. Data, first we are going I will explain this later, but first data collection, real-time log identification and adaptation, and real-time log goes to secure encrypted evidence storage, AI-based threat detection, GNN and RL, privacy preserving evidence processing. And then they go to blockchain-based integrity verification, AI-based file carving and evidence extraction, human AI evidence validation, system evaluation and validation, and then go to automated report generation. Okay, this is the explanation of the each diagram. Okay, for data, as we know, data is like basically in this case, the data, evidence or information that we're going to take to process in the ACFF, and then data collection. We are going to extract the information. The SFF will extract the information via multiple DFIR tools, integrates such as integrate local computing capability with cloud resources, and to create a hybrid framework architecture. So it's easier to collect data. Okay, next is real-time log identification and adaptation. With the SCFF going to use AI machine learning or existing tools integrated together, so it is easier to get the log identification and they can adapt if there's any suspicious activity or weird log. And then next, secure encrypted evidence by using blockchain technology in data storing that use mechanism and cryptographic hashing to make sure there's no tampering data won't store. So this is to make sure if the evidence is needed in court, so it won't be tampered at all. So we are going to use secure encrypted evidence. Next, AI-based threat detection by using reinforcement learning and graph neural network lessen log noise, can focus for lessen log noise, as in like if there's like false positive that it will trigger an alarm. So by using RL and GNN, this will lessen this false positive. So the investigator can focus for true positive and false negative. And next is privacy preserving evidence processing, combining privacy preserving data analysis tool with latest imaging data and minimization. Next is blockchain-based integrity verification. The blockchain will use combined memory forensic tools such as volatility tree, YARA scanning, IOC matching, and string extraction, and LLM summarization. And then next, AI-based file carving and evidence extraction. By using machine learning, machine learning and AI increase accuracy reconstruction, so the evidence will most likely won't be lost to data corruption. Okay, next is human AI evidence validation. So by combining AI with the framework, it still can produce some false positive. So this can be avoided mostly by human validation, and also to make huge volume of data processing faster, enable data triage. But huge volume of data is such as like image. If there's a lot of image, it can be processed faster by using AI. Okay, the second list of the architecture diagram, system evaluation and validation. Architecture of a ACFF will have standardized framework based on IEE standard. And the report will be automated by using AI to generate repetitive tasks such as report. So it will be more efficiency with the ACFF framework. Next is data of collection procedure. The data will be collected from multiple sources, such as log handling, known cyber attacks, study cases, OSIN, OWASP.tem, and common weakness enumeration, common weakness scoring system, and common weakness scoring system is the same as CWRAF. It is including the well-known websites such as IBM.com, CrowdStrike.com, Suns.org that used to contribute in cybersecurity. The process of building the framework is like first requirement analysis, literature review, system design, development, testing, and evaluation, and lastly documentation. Okay, so let me explain the requirement analysis. First requirement analysis will be how we require the analysis, such as like find the source of the paper study. Sorry, the requirement analysis is like the introduction. We will the SFF discuss about the problem statement, objective, and then next is literature review. The source that we are going to use to make sure ACFF works well, and then system design such as designing the architecture, and then development. The slide after this, proposed timeline, will be in one of the development phase. Testing and evaluation, test the ACFF after all the execution complete, and then lastly documentation of the framework. This is the proposed timeline that I said. Okay, the requirement analysis on week one. On week one, we are going to do requirement analysis. It is person in charge. They lead the requirement analysis. The task assigned is identify problem, define research objective and scope, identify system requirement for the DFIR chain, determine tools and which paper suitable. And then next, on week two, literature review. The task assigned is review, study, research collected, make systematic literature review, identify research gap. This is led by member 2. And then framework planning, plan project workflow using waterfall model, where we can see a previous slide. Assign task, basically a leading task member 4, and then prepare project scheduling and timeline for member 3. And then for week architecture design, if framework planning is already finished on week 2, so they can proceed with architecture design. And then the task assigned is design overall DFIR chain architecture, design process flow and data flow, development of DFIR chain framework. The task assigned is develop the DFIR flow, implement evidence extraction procedures, develop automation scripts, build integration between framework modules. And development of DFIR chain framework timeline is the deadline will be on week 2. And then week 3, documentation. Start from week 2, we can do if the others already finished. The documentation, compile our research finding, prepare chapter 1 and chapter 3, insert diagram tables and screenshot, document methodology and result. So prepare chapter 1 and 2, 3 for all member, we do the test together. Compile our research finding, member 4, document methodology and result, and then the final review is on week 4. Final review and presentation, review reports content, correct formatting and grammar, verify reference and citation, prepare presentation slide, submit final report and presentation material. This is all by member 4. For the expected outcome, expected outcome of SCFF, it will be by combining all the strength and avoid weakness of the study found, we can increase efficiency if the SCFF can increase efficiency, accuracy, and quality of evidence collection. Human could avoid repetitive tasks such as the documentation that, like I said, documentation of the evidence, the law. Could preserve integrity of evidence, so the evidence won't be tempered and never change overall. Improve performance in DFIR phase, especially when they integrate with AI as well. AI DFIR. Okay, I will pass to Zach.
So with that, we have covered our research framework, the empirical literature grounding, our architecture, and our proposed execution timeline. So on the behalf of the Group Q, thank you very much for your time and attention. That's all from us. Group Q signing off.